Howdy, Bertha. What are you doing out here, girl? What's that? You wanted to light up the thing behind me. What's behind me? Something that people are going to want to see. Well, if you say so. Yes, folks, welcome to the base building episode with Big Cheesy. This is La Grande Capitale, le Cheddar Kingdom under the sea. So this is Haven. This is Haven 1, alright? So every time I play Subnautica, my base is always called Haven. Now, it's not called Haven yet, okay? Unfortunately, I am missing a few pieces in order to have this base finished. Now, there are parts here still to be built. There's part here to be built. There's part there to be built. And there's part over there to be built, okay? But this is a pretty good start. I've been busy, okay? As you can see, I've been pretty productive with my time on Subnautica. I've got a lot of glass. I made it look all pretty. I've got a load of lithium, so I made it look all strong. I've done a bit of farming, so we've got plenty of stuff to light up this. I really wanted to go with these to give it kind of natural light without having to go with too many floodlights. But we've done a couple just to have them more than anything. But I wanted to get sorted in Subnautica. Like the last time I did a proper base on Subnautica, okay, I goofed it entirely. I got killed by my own stupidity of talking about it while I was out here. But this time that should not happen. All right. But anyway, first, before we go in, as you can see, this is the living tower, okay? The living tower branches off into 4 different beds, and each one of them with a console, well, kind of a ring, a crown of solar cells above it, because I quite like this little sort of laser beam that goes around the whole lot of it. It all goes into one in the center, which is kind of cool. Later on, I am going to branch this out into the mines and get a couple of the thermal ones into it, but right now, power levels in this place are through the roof already. As you can see over here, we've got a scanner room at the back, we've got a little observatory one. I've left the space to chuck the control room on eventually, which is going to let us change the color of the base. It's also going to let us name the base, okay? But that's for later on, all right? Over here, we have our first stock room. I will show you guys the inside of this in a minute once we kind of get in, but I'll show you quickly the outside before we kind of get inside, all right? So this is stock room on both, stock tower on both sides with entrances in both of them. I'll go through the plans for later on, like what's going to happen later on once we've actually gone through the first base. But anyway, inside, okay? So this area has not got a whole lot to it, I'll be honest with you, okay? It's got a couple of sign parts ready to go for it because I've got plans, okay? But like I said, I'll go through those with you when we get out of here. This is why this area hasn't been decorated out too much, right? But glass tubes through the sort of farming area so we can kind of get all the lovely light from our creep vine clusters. I've only really done the creep vine clusters because the other ones, I don't see the point in farming them. Okay, I don't know if these are fully grown yet, so I don't know if I can't see any seeds on them yet, but they are still glowing. They do provide the light. I see them. My bad. Once we take all the seeds off them, we can then hack them down and get creep vine out of it. So we don't need to bother with the other ones. Okay, the other ones don't provide any light. They kind of, yeah, they look cool-ish. Don't get me wrong, but I'm quite happy having a whole load of these instead. And obviously we got the ribbon plants, we've got violet blue, we've got the other ones, we've got the mushrooms, we've got them on both sides mostly. I have got a few patches left over. This is for gel sacks, so we're going to go down and get some gel sacks today, tomorrow even, next episode, for the base, and we're going to put them in that one and probably that one over there, just so they're done. I am also going to put a load of farming things on the other side of these tubes as well. You did see a bunch of empty space back there, so I'm going to put some extra ones in there, but that's kind of the basic level of farming stuff, okay? In here, we've got the kind of very basic, you know, scanner, battery, this one is more like a quick pit stop one. If there's anything I need to chuck in there, if I'm building anything particularly, I can chuck it in there and help, like, and keep it for later on. And then over here, we've got the observation dome ball thing ready to go into our scanner room, which hasn't been upgraded at all yet. I do plan to put a fair few upgrades on them. And then over here is ready for the control room. Okay, so that's cool. That's ground level. As you saw though, we've got 5 levels to the kind of indoor tower. Now, there is a bunch of storage in here as well, along with the fabricator and everything like that. That's because it's kind of underneath the living module, and I kind of quite like the feel of having it down here. We've got the modification station, which I haven't actually... Oh, I can do this. I'm going to do that. Give me a knife I can cook with, which is great. I didn't do that. Why didn't I do it? I've got a bunch of battery chargers, which is fantastic. I've got 3 on me, so I'm going to just chuck those. I'm going to take one of them later on for an adventure, so I'll keep those 2 on me for now. But yeah, it looks quite good in here. It's not perfect. I mean, I do want to do a whole lot of stuff to this. I want to make it feel a bit more role-play kind of thing. So I do want to do a whole lot of stuff to this. I do, as I've been building this, I really wish you could build literally everything you saw in Subnautica Labs and stuff. But anyway, right. This is really why I did the farm. because up here then you can kind of get a nice view of the lights and stuff, which is really cool. I've got entranceway, exit way back there. We can come over across to here to our storage tower. I did this again because it saves me going like bang, 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 up, whatever. It's easier to cut across. Okay, so in here, this is the only tower that I kind of start doing stuff with, really. So in here we've got, if I show you from the bottom floor, titanium, quartz, we've got our copper, which have, mostly of those are stocked, to be fair. Lead, lithium, and diamond, not as stocked as I would wish. Gold, silver, and ruby. Ruby I've got next to nothing right now. Water, food, and tools. So that's like the jump pack stuff that I found. I've made a bunch of light sticks because first I thought I could deploy them outside on here. Turns out you can only deploy light sticks on land. Okay, which is a bit of a shame. I would really like to have lit this up through here, which I feel like that's a missed opportunity, okay? And also I've got the jetpack, the prawn suit jet jump upgrade, okay? So that's in there too. I've also, of course, put speakers everywhere. The top floor, second floor even, we've got sulfur, we've got animal eggs, which I haven't got any of right now. Gel, which would be from the gel sacks down there. We've got batteries, power cells, plants. I've literally done one for everything so far because I have so much space. Silicon, lube, and ion cubes, I think that one. Lockers over here, which I haven't really used yet, and then nothing really up here to be used. I put the little planters. That's the word. I could plant an actual thing in there. I don't have anything planted there, but I could do. All around. And it's literally identical on the other side as well, so you don't really have to go through this one. But everything in here is pretty much identical. I haven't used this one at all yet. It's more here because I like the symmetry and the kind of look of both towers and whatnot, but you know, it is what it is. This one, I have also run the ladders right up the middle because it just worked out so much better for everything. So, jukebox. I like it here because it kind of looks out over the whole kingdom, okay? And then top floor, I think it's top floor. No, next floor. Aquarium, ready to go. I think there's only one fish in one of these aquariums. There it is. Yeah, one fish. What is it? Triops, okay? We grabbed this on our last episode when I was coming out. I just checked them in there. So I'm going to have this bit kind of set aside for all like the weird and wonderful fish I found outside while I'm exploring, rather than any of the big ones. Because obviously, like in this little area, we're going to have a bunch of fish around it. We don't need, you know, the peepers and whatever. We can keep this for our other stuff, okay? And then top floor is living quarters, okay? Originally, my plan was to branch a tube off every single one of these, but it turns out you can't do that, all right? I've completely forgot that. I don't know why I didn't think that, but it turns out you can only do it off like north, south, east, and west. You can't do it off like southwest, whatever. Like the 45-degree angle. I don't know. But I kitted these out a little bit for bedroom sort of styles. I did these. I was thinking of like two people while I was building this, and mostly because we kind of joke and chat and weird stuff about family sort of thing in this channel. So if you do pop into the streams and stuff that we do at night of a few different games right now, and there'll be some weird and wonderful chats, but feel free to jump in on it. It's a weird thing. I'm Papa Cheesy to a few people. So I was thinking of, whose room was this? This was Cryptic's room, I think. Yeah, I think that was Cryptic's room, and then Bunny's room is across the way. Yeah, this is Bunny's room. I think. Yeah, this is Bunny's room. More coffee here, and then more plants and stuff, and like stare out of there. And I feel like, I don't know why, I feel like that's more Bunny than anything else. And then like there's a little flower there. I'm not sure what Bunny would put in it, but she does these weird deals in the corner, and I kind of feel like that'd be perfect for her. And obviously, you know, a colourful bed. And then my bedroom is down that way. And this one is ready to go for somebody later on. I haven't done anything to this one yet because I know when I go explore the labs later on, there is another bed there I can take. I wanted originally to have like 8 of these, all right? So I can have all the, I think there's like 8 different beds to get. I'm not sure on this yet, all right? I mean, not, but I feel like there's a hell of a lot of different beds. So I'd like to put one in each one, but I might have to kind of experiment and stuff with that later on. Now over here is my one, obviously the double, obviously. We've got plant life, we've got a few more posters, keep calm and truck on. We've got the big truck, we've got the shaving kit and the frame picture and all sorts. I haven't quite figured out how to do these yet. I'm not 100% sure. I thought it'd be this, but it turns out it's not. I'm not really sure what to do with those. And obviously, I haven't really put anything on these shelves yet either. There's a whole lot of stuff I've got to find still. It's not good, that's what I'm saying. But it's cool. It's great. I'm happy with how the base has turned out so far, okay? Now, as I said, I do have plans based on what I do know is to come in the game, right? So obviously we have to go and meet Marguerite, okay? When we go down to meet Marguerite, we get the moon pool and we get the large building, the kind of big square one. We get glass domes and stuff like that, okay? So the large domes, the large buildings, right? One of them is going to branch off of here, okay? Possibly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tube, make a cross section here, and then put it out to there, okay? And then I'm going to make another one over there too, okay? Now these two are going to be for water and food, okay? Obviously, we can make some of this into food. Not a lot of it. We can just, I think we can eat creep vine anyway. But when we go to the other lab, where our sister was working, we find the Yamaka plant, which needs to be grown inside. I also think maybe we can actually plant the plant that is over on Delta Station Island, okay? So I want to have a whole room for kind of plant, a whole greenhouse room. And then over here, we're going to fill it up with water filtration systems. So again, in the lab that's over there that I do know about, we get the water filtration system blueprint. So we're going to fill one up with water filtration systems. Okay, so that's our water and our food all sorted out. Okay, then, like I said, moon pool. Okay, this area out here I've purposely left big and empty. Okay, so mobile vehicle bay is here for a reason. Okay, because what I'm planning on doing is doing moon pool, tube moon pool, same thing on this side. Come around to the middle, control room in the middle, and then in the center of all of it, the vehicle bay is going to stay, okay? And then we can make our pieces, all our vehicles, or our bits and pieces for the vehicles from there, and it'll just kind of drop down into the middle. I really like how that sounds in my head. I'm not sure quite how it's going to turn out. I got fingers crossed it's going to look cool. I also like the idea of having a control room on both ends of the facility, but once this is done, once this is actually finished, it's going to be freaking immense is what it's going to be. I might put like a tower on each one as well at the end of each one, but I don't know yet. But do you know what? That's the base at the moment, okay? Sorry, this is kind of like a step out of like most of what I do, but because how big the base is, I kind of felt I need to describe it and talk to you guys through what I was planning on doing and stuff. But I hope you're excited, okay? I hope you're impressed, to be fair with you, by what you've seen here so far. Like I said, the power network is really kind of impressive. Like, what we've got inside the building so far is like 3,000 watts of power. Now, when we start getting into water filtration, we're going to use a hell of a lot of that. There's a lot of stuff we're going to be using later on. And then eventually what I'm going to do is I might do the towers actually out here. More just so I can kind of branch off the laser grid to the mines where we can find the geothermal power, geothermal vents, so we can start getting thermal power as well. But all that's for another episode, okay? Right now, I'm happy. I'm thrilled with what we've got so far. I'm not going to lose the space, okay? We are not going to die again. But I hope you guys are impressed, all right? Next episode, we'll get back into the game properly, okay? Next episode, we're going to go diving into the deep end of the Twisty Bridges so we can get a few bits of Bertha. And then we are going to go and head and pay a visit to Marguerite, okay? We have not done that on the stream. We've got to go meet her. We've got to talk to her. We've got to find out what her deal is and get her mission from her, okay? But all that is to come on the next episode, folks. But in the meantime, if you've enjoyed it, if you've been impressed by the base building stuff, and I've got a whole lot more ideas for base building stuff to come, some on land stuff, some other bits in deeper parts of the game, some weird and wonderful bits and pieces, but this is the main capital of the game, of my game, of my world. I hope you've been impressed with it. If you have been, then please check some cheddar on that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't already, and continue to share the channel far and wide. Ring that bell so you don't miss a minute of cheddar action. And like I said, we're doing a lot of stream stuff. It won't be Subnautica. It's stuff like Horizon Zero Dawn. We're doing a little bit of Pokemon Snap. We're doing a lot of Assassin's Creed right now, getting those games finished off. A few of the bits and pieces I've got planned to, like Dragon Age Origins, we're doing a whole load of stuff, okay? And there will be a survival game popping up on that as well. But mostly it's because I've got a wonderful community. I want to do these type games to kind of grab a little bit of attention from you guys, and then maybe you guys want to come over and join the streams with the rest of us, okay? I've got a wonderful, wonderful cheesy family who is full of positive, funny, happy people, and I can never stop smiling when I get to spend time with them. So I hope you guys are excited about that. I hope you guys, I'm freezing to death apparently. I hope you guys like the sound of that, and if you fancy joining us and come swing by, we do going to try and do it most nights, but if you ring that bell, then you won't have any issue with missing any, will you? But meantime, stay happy, stay positive, stay cheesy out there, and I will see you folks later on. Bye-bye.